Welcome to Fairfield Garden. Today's episode is all about sugarcane. In the Greater Houston Area Zone 9A, this delicious treat can be enjoyed from midsummer all the way through early winter before frost. Sugarcanes belong to the grass family in the genus Saccharum. They are cultivated for the sweet sap to make sugar as well as for biofuel production. The plants can grow up to 6 meters or 20 feet tall with fibrous stalks that accumulates sucrose in the internodes. The canes cannot survive cold winters. Lucky for me, the warm and humid climate with black gumbo soil here is great for growing them. In fact, it is one of the easiest crops to grow. Sugarcane varieties commonly available are all hybrids. There are a few basic types: chewing canes, syrup canes, and crystal canes. Sugarcane takes 12 to 14 months to mature, and planting is normally done using stalks from a mother plant. This brings me back to the beginning. 2 years ago, I bought a purple chewing cane and cut it into multiple sections with single or double nodes. The wider round rings are the nodes where roots will grow, and has a bud on the side that will sprout into a new stalk. The ground was prepared by loosening up the soil and trenched down 6 inches, close to the fence line. The billets were laid down sideways, with the nodes facing up or side to side. That way they could grow out easier instead of grow down and then try to find their way up. I've experimented with some of the billets with a strong, healthy bud growing on it, standing up. And at the end of the day, as long as they rooted and the rest of the growing conditions were good for them, everything grew out fine and healthy. Backfill the trench after planting and lightly tamp down. Then give it a good soaking to eliminate air pockets and encourage those nodes to start growing roots. Once the billets are rooted and established, the stalks grow pretty fast, especially during the summer season. Here in Houston area, we are prone to hurricane and strong winds during the summer. As you can see here, my canes were falling in all directions after several rainstorms. It is a good idea to give them some support. I built a rectangular frame out of EMT conduits. During the growing season, the lower leaves were peeled away from the stalk. I either pull them off or cut the blade section off and leave the leaf base clinging to the stalk to avoid sun scalding the internodes. Sugarcane is a ratooning crop, meaning new stalks will grow out of the root base, so new planting only needed to be done once every 3 to 4 years. A sugarcane peeler is my favorite harvesting tool. The sharp edge cuts off the juicy stalks easily. The peeling section works with ease as well. Purple sugarcane is exceptionally sweet, has high juice content. Therefore, it's great for chewing, juicing, and the juice makes a great syrup as well. Once the canes are cut into smaller sections, wash them thoroughly before juicing. Finally, juice time! The juice machine is on wheels so I can move it easily from inside to the patio. As such, the base is not as stable. As the machine is squeezing the stalks, it's cracking through the notes and seems to want to dance as well. The juice machine is not the highest quality, but then it's also not the most expensive. It saves me a ton of labor, providing me quality juice with pretty dry pulp. So all in all, still well worth the investment. If you are trying to maximize production, feel free to add some light nitrogen fertilizer and additional irrigation as needed. I hardly do any of those and still have a lot of thick canes. After the juice extraction process was done, I transferred the juice to a stock pot to pasteurize and to skim off the impurities. Once the juice comes to a boiling, reduce heat and allow to simmer for a few more minutes. Continue to skim off of any foams from the top. Let it come back to a full boil again and then stop the heat. Allow to cool. Strain and transfer to storage containers. I save some of the juice in containers to chill and drink fresh later, and allow a portion of the juice to continue to reduce and turn into syrup. Those will be used to flavor a variety of fruit liqueur. A gardener's life is indeed sweet at Fairfield Garden.